Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Malibu Dallas show. I'm your host, Malibu Dallas. I'm glad you're here. We got a great show for you today. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a video where two CPS agents are confronting a mother just outside of her work. This is going to get interesting. Stick around. Hello, everybody. Again, my name is Malibu Dallas. If you don't know who I am a national legal advocate. If you don't know me, if you've never seen me before, you can find me on TikTok and on Instagram. You can find me on Malibu Dallas on TikTok and on Instagram, same handle. Got a pretty good following there. I actually am a published author as well. I have one book out. It's on Amazon. It's called The Constitutional Protector Against CPS. It's about $20 on Amazon. And then I have another book. It's called How to Beat CPS and Keep Your Children, What CPS and Courts Don't Want You to Know. That is actually not on Amazon, but you can order that right off of my website. I also have a published, I publish this myself, but it is a weekly newsletter. It's called Parental Rights and Justice. If you want to subscribe to that, you can go to my website and subscribe to that, which is when you get this, you also get access to a community that we have, which is building up pretty fast. And it's a wonderful community full of like-minded parents and people who are, learning their rights and learning how to protect themselves, not just now, but for later on in the future too. And then able to teach their children everything that they're learning as well. So again, thanks for being here. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the show. We're trying to build up the show as much as we possibly can so we can teach as many people as we can. If you would like to email me, go ahead and email me here right at this email address if you would like some personal information or even a chance to speak with me about a certain subject or not. And then here's my store right down here, going down the bottom of your screen right there. So, all right, guys, we are going to jump right into the video. Again, this video shows two CPS agents confronting one mother outside of her work. Now, already that's insanely inappropriate. But we're going to be watching this video, and I'm going to be doing some commentary on the video to, just to give you my thoughts on what's going on. And the thing about this video, though, the one thing that this video, and I got to give it to her, everything revolves around evidence, right? So the mother is recording the entire interaction. So one thing that I'm trying to get parents to understand is that evidence and recordings are everything in any type of case, a criminal case, CPS case, traffic court case. It doesn't matter. The Supreme Court has ruled multiple times that everybody has a constitutionally protected right under the First Amendment to record all public servants in the acts of their duty. And this mother took advantage of it. And she did a fantastic job. So let's get this going.
Roll your window down. I am. Who are you? I'm Ozzy.
Now, just to let you guys know that I don't actually know where this recording took place. I know it's in the South somewhere, but I don't know when exactly it took place, or what state it's from. But they did a fantastic job.
Okay.
Now, we received a report on your family, and
What's the report?
trying to make contact with you at your house. I don't know if your brother.
You're supposed to call me before you come to
I don't
my
have a
house.
phone number.
Well,
You know, I don't
y'all
have to
on the
call
record
you.
in there. Y'all got my number from previous times.
I don't have to call you.
You do. That's protocol. Y'all have to call me before you come to my house unless my children are under some sort of emergency
I
threat.
have to call you in order to speak with your children at like school or something. I don't have to call you to come to your house.
When you first initially get a case.
Sorry. I
You
can
don't-
just pop up.
Okay, well, that's fine too. But anyways.
So the caseworker is actually correct in this certain situation, right? So she doesn't actually have to give you a heads up if she's coming to your home, right? And she said that I don't have to give you a heads up or give you a call to come to your home, right? But that's not where they're at. They're outside of her place of work. That's where they decided to show up to humiliate this woman, right? So they're trying to intimidate her and threaten her outside of her work. Now, the mother, if she knows her rights, she sounds like she's starting to learn her rights pretty well, is that she would understand that this is now turning into a defamation and slander lawsuit. Okay? It's just one of the tactics that CPS love to do, but it's highly inappropriate to show up to somebody's work.
What's the report?
Hey, Forge.
Y'all realize we're at my job, right?
Yeah, we can discuss it at the office. What time do you get off?
No, I get off at 5 o'clock. I'm not coming to the office. What is the
Well,
report?
you still have to deal with me outside of meeting right here because there's an investigation.
What is the
going on.
report?
Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that? She said, well, you still have to deal with me. No, you don't. that's a huge lie, right? CPS worker, anytime they say, well, you have to do something, you have to deal with me, you have to sign the safety plan, you have to let me in your home. No, that's all massive lies, intimidation tactics. Under no circumstances do you ever have to let them in your home or deal with them, right? Everything revolved around CPS is 100% voluntary. They cannot make you sign a safety plan. They cannot make you, just allow them into your home, right? Even if they have police officers there at the house, it's a civil matter. Police officers cannot interject themselves into a civil issue. CPS is using those police officers for intimidation and threats. And those tactics are illegal, right? But they cannot force their way into your home. They cannot, extort you, threaten you, intimidate you. There's no law in any state that says that you have to aid CPS in their investigation against you. And that's what that CPS worker just tried to do. Well, you have to deal with me. No, you don't.
The report is that Daisy has numerous of flea bites on her leg. It's unknown if Nevaeh has bites. The house is deplorable. There's an unknown black man comes in and out of your home, drops you off at work. He's a known drug dealer. There's an unusual high traffic. Can you not land on my car, please? Thank you.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold up. Did she just say there's an unknown black man going in and out of your home? Like, I'm sorry. What does it matter if there's why even bring up the race? What does it matter if there's an unknown black man? Like, why would you know him? What is it of any of your business in the first place? That's just odd. Like, why even mention that? Like it's any of your business.
Unusual high traffic in and out of your home, and there's concern of your child.
Unusual high traffic in and out of your home. Was there a report of drug use? Was there a report of drug deals going on in my home, or like? No, she just said that there's an unusual amount of traffic going in and out of your home. Well, I'm sorry, but that's none of your business, right? That, I don't know.
Your children's safety and welfare.
What is it about my home? My home is what?
Deplorable in bad condition.
Deplorable.
Okay. Did it look like it was in bad condition to you?
From the outside, it gave us some concerns.
Which part?
The outside.
What about the outside?
So that's a very good question by the mother, right? The CPS worker said, the outside of your house is deplorable. Okay, let's verify that accusation. What part of the outside of my house is deplorable? Very good question.
The fact that it's painted ugly?
No, there were some things that were out in the yard.
Like what, my decorations?
No, other things out there.
Like what, ma'am?
You know what's in your front yard? There's a stroller.
Yes, I do. There's a stroller in my yard. There's a grill in my yard. There's yarn ornaments in my yard. I mean, flowers planted in my yard. What else?
So this mother, they're obviously in the South, right? And this mother obviously has a grill in her yard. She has children, so she probably has a stroller in her yard. There's she said that she has decorations in her yard, right? I live in Texas, and you can't drive past a single house in this state without there being some type of decoration in the yard. Or if you have children, some like a bicycle or a stroller in the yard or something like that, a grill, that's standard stuff. And this caseworker is saying that your home is deplorable because you have these things in your yard, on your property. I mean, it just shows you the mentality of these people. It's like they're the IQ, right? The level of the IQ, the rational thinking. It's just not there.
Okay, from the outside, I can't tell you what the inside looks like, so that's why we would have to do an inside home check.
What did she just say? What did she just say? I can't, I can't tell what the inside of your home looks like from the outside, so we'll have to do an inside home check. Well, no shit, you can't tell what the inside looks like. But that doesn't mean that you get to come into my home. You guys, obviously these women are not educated. They're probably educated in their policies and procedures. But that's about as far as it goes. They're obviously not college educated. They're obviously not educated in the law. They're obvious just little minions from the agency. These people piss me off.
So you want to walk through my home?
We have to.
No, you don't have to. You want to.
We have to. I don't want to, but we have to.
Oh, you guys. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. She just says, you don't want to, you have to, right? The CPS agent says, well, I don't want to, I have to. Of course you want to. That's your job. That's how you're making money. Of course you want to come into my home. And the mother called her out. The mother called her out on it. That was fantastic. By the way, you don't ever have to let a CPS agent in your home unless there is a legal and lawful court order that says so. Okay? And the definition of legal and lawful court order, that's a whole other story. That's a whole other video we can do. But that alone should tell you a lot.
What if my kids don't even stay with me?
Where do they stay?
With their daddies mostly.
Where do their dads stay?
Lumberton and Purvis.
What are their names?
Mom, you're talking too much.
Y'all people, y'all kill me. Y'all know that? I done had dealings with y'all enough. I'm so sick of y'all.
Well, this the thing about you don't go with the thing.
I know y'all don't. We just got people out here in the world that want to talk crap about people and make reports all the time. I know. Y'all got a job to do. Y'all gonna be here for 30 days regardless. I know. I know.
Well, you know all of this. Why you giving me such a hard time?
I'm not meaning to give you a hard time. You just gotta understand the stress I'm under and dealing with.
And we understand that.
Y'all really don't till I tell you it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get it.
We understand. But the quicker we can get cooperation and come out of it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I'm going to rewind that. I'm going to rewind it. Oh, my Lord. Hold on.
You don't get it.
We understand. But the quicker we can get cooperation and come out of it.
There it is. There it is. The quicker we can get your cooperation. There's that consent. Everything revolved around a CPS case is completely 100% voluntary. They need your cooperation. But yet there is no law in any state that says you are mandated to cooperate or aid CPS in their investigation. They're going to label you as uncooperative. And they're going to try to use every tactic in the book to label you and make you look bad in court. This is where learning your rights comes into play. This is where knowing how to stand on those rights with authority comes into play. This mother's doing pretty good, but I will tell you one thing. She is talking way too much. This is too much. This is just way too much, guys. There's a couple basic questions. Let me go through this. If you go to my website, you will see this. This is a trifold, a CPS trifold. This trifold goes over basically all of your rights and what you need to know at the very beginning of a CPS case, when they come to your house, when they come to your place of work, apparently, wherever they want to show up and they make contact with you. This gives you everything you need to know. It goes over what lawyers are, how they operate. It goes over signatures. It goes over gang stalking. It goes over final stand. It goes over implied consent. Everything revolves around consent, guys. Do not consent. See that? Drug testing. It goes over drug testing. It goes over video and audio recording. It even goes over if the police are there. Okay? This is on my website, which is down there below there on the screen. Because they need your consent, period. They need your willingness to contract with them, period. And this mother, by simply talking to them and giving them more information, more than what she needs to, in a way, and she doesn't know it, but she's consenting.
It's going to be 30 days anyway.
It don't have to be 30 days, but 30 days is having the case open.
Yeah, but see, y'all gonna keep it open for the 30 days. Y'all gonna try to put me through in-circle again just because of the allegations that are made. I mean, like, who cares if I have a black friend? Am I not supposed to be friends with you because you black?
No, that's not the problem.
Then what is the
We're
problem?
focusing on the child. As long as there's no abuse and no neglect.
She says that's not the problem. That's not the problem. The mother calls them out and saying, hey, what's the, again, and what is it your business of what I, like, why does it matter if I have a black friend coming in? She goes, well, that's not the problem. If it's not the problem, why did you freaking bring it up in the very beginning of the video? Yeah, it's a problem to them. You got two black women confronting the mothers saying, well, you have an unknown black man coming in and out of your home. What does his race have to do with anything? And then she confronts him again, and then they say, oh, that doesn't, that's not the problem. Well, then why bring it up in the first place?
There is no abuse and no neglect, and Daisy had 3 mosquito bites on her leg.
So let her see the children. Let her speak to the children. Let her do a walkthrough at home. And let her rule the alligator.
I'll do all that on my next day off, and it ain't until Tuesday. So y'all can come back Tuesday.
I need to see your children today.
You may not get to see my children today.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The CPS worker says, I need to see your children today. Oh, hell no. No, you don't need to. You see, there's one thing, even though I highly recommend, when CPS shows up at your house, there's 3 basic questions that you answer. That's it. Or ask, not answer. 1, do you have a warrant signed by a judge? No. Do you have a legal and lawful court order from the judge? No? Oh, okay. Do you have any proof of probable cause to believe that my children are in imminent danger? No? Okay, great. Can you please turn around and walk yourself off my property? Have a good day. That's basically it. Right? If they don't have those things, they don't get to do nothing. If I wanted to be polite enough and be courteous enough, and I was at home and she said, oh, well, I want to see your children. In order to accommodate you just a little bit, I'm going to bring my children to the door. I'm going to allow CPS agents to see my children for about 5 to 10 seconds. They're not going to speak with my children, and my children are not going to speak with them. They're going to see that my children are perfectly healthy, perfectly fine, and then they're going to go back inside and continue playing. That's it. CPS has no authority outside of CPS wants to portray that they have all of this authority in the world, but they don't. They can't do diddly squat without a court order, a legal and lawful court order. It would be no different than a Walmart employee coming to your home and saying, hey, I need to see your children. Well, that's clearly not going to happen. Now, is it? Okay? Learning your rights and standing on those rights with authority comes in handy.
Because I'm working, and I'm not going to take off from work to deal with y'all like that. I'm not just...
Who has the children right now?
The babysitter has my baby, and my other baby, the oldest, her daddy has her in Lumberton, where she's been for weeks.
You see, Mom, the mother at this point is talking too much. She's been talking too much for a while, actually. Okay? When she said, well, who has your children? It's none of their business who has my children. I'm obviously at work. And you're keeping me from going to work, and you're embarrassing me in front of my work. This is slander and defamation. It's none of your business who has my children. Why? Because you have no court order. You have no legal and lawful reason to even be here. Right? If you are compelled to answer questions, if you feel like you're going to need to answer questions, when they ask you a question, all you basically have to do is answer that question with a question. Your job should be to gather as much information as possible from them. Right? You can stay professional, you can stay polite and courteous, as what the mother's doing for the most part, and still tell them to basically, go stick it where the sun don't shine. You can do that professionally, right? But you always want to stay, operating in good faith. You always want to be operating with clean hands, showing that you are not out of control, right? Because they will use that against you in court, 100%.
Sure, he can bring Nevaeh up there. I'll have him bring Nevaeh up there.
Okay. Can
But as far as Daisy goes, y'all won't see her today because she's with a babysitter until I get off, which is at 5:30. Y'all will be closed.
Where's the babysitter? Maybe she can.
I don't know. She's somewhere in her vehicle riding down the road.
Can we get a number? We can call.
I don't have a phone number to give you for her. I'm not even going to tell you her name because y'all want too much.
What's she talking about?
Okay, we can go and just say that she's non-cooperative.
No, I'm being cooperative, and I got it all on video right here.
That's against the law.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? CPS worker said, oh, well, we're just going to go label her as being uncooperative. What did I say in the beginning of this movie? Or not movie. What did I say in the beginning of this show? There is no law in any state that mandates that you have to cooperate or aid CPS in their investigation. They are obviously going to want to label you as uncooperative to make you look bad in court. But this is where you have to learn your rights and know how to defend that in court. Right? I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it 1,000 times, but you are not obligated to prove that you're innocent. They are obligated to prove that you're guilty. But you still have an obligation to defend yourself, right? To a certain extent. You're going to want to call them out for their bullshit. And there are ways of doing that. But just know that what she just said, oh, well, we're going to label you as uncooperative. And oh, she said, it's illegal to record me. See, watch. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. And listen up.
Non-cooperative.
No, I'm being cooperative, and I got it all on video right here.
That's against the law.
No, it's not.
The CPS worker says, oh, that's against the law for you to record me. What did I say? These people are not trained in law. They're not trained in law. They barely follow their own policies and procedures. It doesn't matter what state you live in. It doesn't matter what city or county you live in. These people, they don't even follow their own policies and procedures. What makes you think they're going to know the actual law? The Supreme Court has ruled multiple times that it is perfectly legal for anybody to record any public official or public servant in the acts of their duty. You can video record them all you want. And CPS is considered a public servant. Listen to what I'm saying. Public servant. They are there to serve you. But what they do most, they think they have the authority to come in and extort you, threaten you, intimidate you. And you shouldn't be having that. But this mother, she's doing a good job. I got to give it to her.
Yes, it is. You cannot record a state worker. You cannot do this.
Well, you show me a law where it says that. I'm being cooperative with y'all.
Yeah.
Tuesday, you can come back Tuesday.
We have to make contact with the child.
You can make contact with her after 5:30. I leave here at 5:30. Are you going to be at the office at 5:30? Okay. Well, I will bring my baby at 5:30 to the office.
Okay.
How's that?
Well, let me write.
See, here's where I gotta give the mom props on this one. Okay. She understands, and I think so. I think she understands that these people are public servants. And she understands that her time schedule does not have to match up with their time schedule. Right? They are public servants. They have no authority over you. They don't work, or you don't work for them, right? They work for you, right? They're public servants. So you need to accommodate my schedule. I don't need to accommodate your schedule. This mother knows that, and she executed that perfectly.
Let me write to her.
We're up here at her job.
and she's actually video recording me right now. And she's saying that she don't know where Daisy is. She's with the babysitter down the road somewhere. She don't have a phone number for her, but she can bring her to the office at 9:30.
When I get off.
Nevaeh is with her dad and the thing somewhere, but he can bring her to the office. Some lady named Ashley. What's your cell phone number?
601.
The CPS worker said, "Hey, what's your cell phone number?" You don't have to give that to them. You don't have to give them any information. Zero. All right? They're like, if they asked me that question, I would have answered that question with a question. Right? Always gather information, especially when you're getting information for evidence. What you're doing with this, you guys, is you're gathering evidence. You're protecting you're doing a lot of different things at this point. You're holding them accountable to all the laws and policies and procedures that they're breaking, that they always do. You're gathering content and evidence. If someone tries to deny you your recording, and this is another reason why the Supreme Court has ruled in our favor for this, because you have a legally protected, constitutionally protected right to gather evidence. If they deny you your right in evidence, that is a massive violation of due process and civil procedure. The CPS workers didn't know that. They said, "Hey, that's against the law. You can't record me." They just tried to deny her civil rights on gathering evidence because they know that they're breaking the law. Right? So you don't need to give them your phone number. You don't need to give them anybody else's information. All right?
731-8532. And I need to get a card from both of y'all with y'all's names on it.
This the office number. I don't have any cards on it. This the office number, and she's your worker.
You're a public servant and you don't have your own business card. That basically means really bad communication. You have no idea, no way to actually identify them as actual caseworkers, as public servants. Why? Because I don't see a badge on them. Well, I see on her, she has a badge, but it's flipped around. This one right here doesn't have a badge on her. I haven't seen that. But so they don't have any badges and they don't have any business cards. How are you supposed to truly identify them? Yeah. See, that's another big problem.
Contact Nevaeh's father or no?
Yeah, you can contact him. 601-408-7271.
And what's his name?
His name is Ricky Burge. Burge.
Ooh, that's interesting, guys. That's very interesting. But I will give you I will give it up to her that she did it. She did a pretty decent job. Other than talking too much, what she was saying was right on point. You know, uh, for the most part, defending her rights, standing on those rights with authority. She did not back down from them. And that was impressive. She did not back down from them trying to assert this fake authority over her. And that was very impressive. You guys, thank you for being here at the show. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Trying to build this channel so we can teach as many people their rights as possible. If you haven't picked up my first book, The Constitutional Protector Against CPS, please go pick up that. It's on Amazon. You can also get it on my website. You can also pick up my other book, How to Beat CPS and Keep Your Kids. That's on my website as well. If you'd like to join my weekly newsletter, Parental Rights and Justice, go to my website. Okay? Most everything that you want to learn is right on my website. I have a ton of free downloads on my website as well. So don't miss out on that. Other than that, you guys, thank you for being here. I cannot thank you enough for watching this whole entire video and liking and subscribing. And again, we are going to be doing more of these types of videos to go over what parents are doing correct and what parents need to strengthen their skills on. So thank you for being here. I'm Malibu Dallas. Have a good day.